Hey guys, we're back for another Commander deck. This time it's my favorite Final Fantasy out of the bunch, Final Fantasy X. So this will be very exciting to open. I think it is one of the more popular Commander decks as well because it's the market value price has gone up, unfortunately. But I was lucky to pick it up for retail price at my local game store. So very fortunate for that, and we'll see what we get from the collector booster sampler as well. Yeah, after this we only have the Final Fantasy 14 Commander deck left, and I have a gift bundle just sitting here on the side as well that I will most likely open afterwards. I ended up opening another bundle because I couldn't resist. I really wanted the extended art, more extended art legends. I think after I'm eventually just gonna start buying singles, but see how we go. Having a lot of fun with this set so far. It is here to stay. So with the typical Commander decks, you get the paper deck box that will probably only fit the cards if you have it unsleeved. As you can see, Titus, same art as on the actual box itself. I'll fix that later. Slide out the cards first because I don't want to wreck them. So here's the deck, and we've got the little pamphlet explaining, I'm sure it just explains what elements it has. Again with the same promotional art for Titus, or Titus as some people say. Water, tide. Sounds more correct to me. Yep, just the rules, and then you've got, I think, yeah, Yuna is the backup commander for this deck. You've got the art there, and yep, your typical dividers. You've got the two commanders and yeah, you got the different artists for each of them, which is cool. I didn't notice that on the previous ones. We'll save the collector booster sampler for last. So that's how we roll here. And yeah, hopefully this deck is easy to open as well. I've got nightmares from the Revival Trance one. But nice and smooth, easy to rip out. I just can go on the side. So, the man himself, Titus, Yuna's guardian. That's how he's been depicted. Probably readjust so you guys can see better. At the beginning of your turn, you may move a counter from the target creature you control onto a second target. So I'm assuming the main mechanic for this commander deck would be counters. I mean, it's in the name, I guess, but pretty cool. Yuna herself, very beautiful art of her doing the sending. Very iconic scene in the game by the artist is Kevin Glint. I'm sure he's done more cards in this set. Auron, which is another badass party member. Human Spirit Samurai. I think he popularized the Samurai class in Final Fantasy 14. Chocobo Knights, we've pulled this card before. It comes in an extended art version as well, I'm pretty sure. Gata and Luzu, and side character, often forgotten, but it's nice to see him get some love. So this deck is what? Forest, Island, Plains. Lord Isul Guado. Listen to me very carefully, for I shall tell you the truth about my son Seymour. Okay, so he's protection magic with Kimimaru, Titus, and Yuna. Very anime-esque looking art style, but it is done by a Japanese artist, Mikio Matsuda. Very iconic. Summon Ixion. This is from 10, but you can get him as a mount in 14, which is awesome. Yojimbo, okay. Yojimbo is a very annoying boss to fight in 10. I believe you can do 9,999 damage if you're not careful, because you can do the move where you do damage with your gil instead of your attack. Summon Ascending, speaking of the same scene, The art is absolutely awesome. I love how they've commissioned multiple artists to do like the same scene, pretty much. This one's by Yumi Yoshida. We've seen the artist before. Blitzball Stadium. Everyone wants to be a Blitzball star. This one's by Ferta Dura. Piot. I can't pronounce that. Lulu Stern Guardian. This card also comes as a extended borderless card as well, which is very nice art. Oh, this is a one-name artist, Oru. We'll just put half the deck down because there's a lot to hold in my hand. Actor, Traveling Merchant. I think 10 is also very iconic because it's more Eastern inspired with a lot of the outfits and the actual towns themselves. Riku, the Resourceful Guardian. Very anime-esque again with the arts. Yeah, it's a lot more Eastern inspired, so I think it stands out a lot in terms of like artistically amongst the other Final Fantasies, where a lot of them are, you know, medieval or like 7, a lot more cyberpunk. Valve or cyberpunk with magic swordsman, I would say. Meister Seymour, this bastard. Fight with Seymour is a great song, but this guy as well. Out of all the scenes that they show as well, when you finish Final Fantasy, they show that this one traumatizing scene with Seymour at the end, at the very end of the game, which is no good. Sphere Grid, a very iconic system where you level up your different traits and the characters through the Sphere Grid. They kind of re-adopted this system in 15. It looks the same, but it's kind of just like another level up mechanic. Summon, the Magus Sisters. Actually don't remember the summon. Maybe I didn't use them enough. But Fairy Saga. Oh, Tromel, Seymour's butler. Elf Advisor, pretty cool art. Yuna's Decision. Oh my god, this scene is iconic with the music that plays after in the background as well. Very touching cutscene. I love how if you've watched Sakura, this is a little bit off topic, Sakurai's YouTube channel. He does a little video on effective cutscenes, and he uses this cutscene as a good example when he for his YouTube video. Yuna's Whistle. Yep, before they do that very cursed laugh. The art is absolutely beautiful. I've only seen this artist on many other different cards as well. Norikatsu Miyoshi. Oh, thank god they made a card for him. Kimimari. Valiant Guardian. Christian Angel. That's a very nice art. Shalinda. Yvonne Acolyte. Oh yeah, the whole overarching theme with Final Fantasy X as well is religion. Right. Continuing Sin, the main antagonist of Final Fantasy X, is this big whale. I know, quite confusing if you've never played Final Fantasy X at all. Waka, this guy, the devoted guardian. Indeed he is. Which is, you got him playing Blitzball. Oh, Titus, the collective effort. This scene's pretty cool as they ride down the ropes, the grind of the ropes. Collective effort. Damning verdict. Yvonne is embodied by eternal, unchanging continuity summoner. Those who question these truths, they are traitors. Speaking of religion, oh my god, why did they make this into a card? Stay with me until the end, please. Very iconic scene. Very heartbreaking scene. Sometimes I just love to watch people get up to the scene and see their reaction as they break down. But that's just me. Luminous Broodmoth. This is another common enemy. Promise of Loyalty. This is also the opening scene for Final Fantasy X. Very iconic. Listen to my story. This may be our last chance. Very iconic. Resourceful defense. Moments before Yuna falls down the stairs, I'm assuming. This is the first time Titus meets Yuna in person. Scholar of the New Horizons. Looks like an old bed person. Marking the map. Sunscorch Regent. There's a dragon. Very unique design. Together Forever. Okay. When they initially revealed the Magic and Final Fantasy collab, this was one of the artworks by you. What does it say? Yufuri. Can't see. Very iconic scene, just like before as well. It's when one of the most iconic OSTs before one of the most iconic OSTs start playing as well, or is already playing when this plays out. Chasm Scholar. The common enemy, I'm assuming. It's been a while since I've played. Inexorable Tide. Inexorable Tide. I can't fucking read. Whoops. When Sin attacked Zanika that day, I woke up in Spira. Yeah, this is pretty iconic. Moments before Auron gets absorbed as well. Pull from Tomorrow. With Titus inject. Wearing Anime S. Draw X cards and discard a card. He knew there was no way back home. Back to Zanakin. Zanakin to this day is still one of the most well-known Final Fantasy's OSTs as well. Bane of Progress. What is that? Sin always returns for its spawn. Fight rigging before Blitz. This is very cool art. You got Yuna in the back. Walker reaching for the ball. Blitz ball. Forgotten Ancient. Find your peace on the far plane. Leave Spira to the living. Auron. I don't know what that's. Generous Patron. This is like all the. This is the crowd watching the Blitzball game, I'm assuming, which is pretty cool art. Gar Sage. Elf Druid. Hardened Scales. Oh, that's jacked. Spoilers in the back. Well, it's been so many years, I don't think I can consider spoilers. Incubation Druid by Iwao. Path of Discovery. Okay, very nice art. I don't remember some of these scenes in the forest. The forest looks a little bit more generic on the PS2 graphics, hey. Rampant Rejuvenator. Tireless Tracker. And we've got the main party behind on the stairs. Altered Ego. I'm pretty sure that's how Ifrit looks like in Final Fantasy X. It looks quite different. Endless Detour. You got Lulu and Riku. I'm scared of lightning. Let's rest, please. Pretty please. Speaking of lightning, one of the missions or the mini games where you gotta dodge like 200 lightning bolts for the celestial weapon was a pain in the ass on the PS2. Even on the remakes or the remasters, it's been a pain. Fafa Mage doesn't look very iconic. Doesn't. Walking Ballista. Don't remember some of these enemies or characters. Brushland. That is from Tan. The scene looks. Canopy Vista. That's not 10. Exotic Orchard. We've seen these cards before, but they are very iconic for 10. And then you've got the Flooded Grove, which is unique to 10. Fortified Village, which isn't 10. And Glacial Fortress again, which is not 10. I just put the rest down before, so I'm not holding so many cards. It is a deck of 100 cards. Hinterland Harbor. The entire river glows like a sea of stars. Lulu. Yes, okay, that actually looks like 10. Overflowing Basin. We've seen this card before, but yeah, you can see the spirits in the far plane moving in the back. Port Town. This is definitely Final Fantasy 10 as well. You get to 10 is really pretty linear. Out of all the Final Fantasy games, that's not from 10. But unfortunately, fortunately, it doesn't get as much hate as some of the other more linear games. I'm just going to skip over ones that aren't 10. Sun Petal Grove, maybe because of its execution, 10, that it Temple of Enlightenment. That's why it's not as hated as some of the other linear Final Fantasies that are not as well executed. Temple of Plenty. Yeah, like I said, very religion-based background for Final Fantasy X, but don't let that put you off. It's a very captivating story. Destroy evil, so it is you, after all, who will send me. But even after I'm gone, spirit sorrow will prevail, as he says as he gets sent. Grateful appropriation, very iconic character as well. It's kind of like a faceless voice, one of the Firefly Souls. Path to Exile. Oh my god, look at that art. That's crazy. Very realistic as well. This is your story. It all begins here as he gets sucked out of Zanarkand. An offer you can't refuse. Is that Riku in her Albert outfit? Look at him groveling on the floor. Titus, it's so funny. A dust shell crawler. Yeah, some slows. Yeah, this is we've seen this enemy heaps to remember. Farseek. I am on a journey studying the history of our world, spirit seeking its stories and secrets. Machen, the scholar. Oh my god. Why this scene? Well, this card already got spoiled for me, but very iconic scene. In the English voice acting, I don't think the Japanese voice acting is that much better in this. Normally I prefer Japanese, but quite shocking, the laugh here. But it's funny that they made it into a card, so they've definitely paid attention to what gets the Final Fantasy fans going. If I give up now, I could do anything I wanted to, and yet, even if I was with you, I could never forget. You got Orientize, on the side. Bread for the hunt with Kimimaru. Think you'll win, you not forget who took your horn. Never forget. Byron Ronso. Pretty cool character arc. Arcane Signet. Okay, yeah, his necklace with the iconic design. I'm a Blitzball player, star player of Zanarkand Apes. Ever-flowing Chalice. I'm pretty sure we've seen this card before, but it's finally, of course, it's in the Final Fantasy X Commander deck. Soul Ring, which is, this is what the save point looks like if you've played Final Fantasy X. Memories are nice, but that's all they are. But anytime you see one of these little spheres, it's, you're covered. And then we've got all the lands now, so I might gun for this. Evolving Wilds, we've seen that. Forge of Heroes, I think this card is new. And you've got the different language, and you've got the save point there in the background in the cave, which is beautiful. Idyllic Beachfront. I don't think we've seen this one. Yeah, it's either plains or island. You've got the Blitzball sitting on the beach. Nesting Grounds, I think this one's also new. A butterfly will lead the way to secret things. Yes, that's still Final Fantasy X. Path of Ancestry, this is from 7, we've seen. Radiant Grove, this is definitely from 10, but we've seen this card before. This is, the scenery is close, reminds me more of the end game. I'm surprised that they haven't featured a lot, or maybe that's why they featured a lot of Final Fantasy X, but they haven't put many cards of 10 Part 2, but I guess like a lot of people didn't play the sequel. Are you heading for the Kilaka Temple? Then just follow this trail. There are poisonous fiends in the forest. Be on your guard. Oh, the Crusader Captain. That's a new card. Oh, okay. Temple of the False God. This is... Oh, it's Lady Unaleska. Okay. It is better for you to die in hope than live in despair. Let me be your liberator. Yeah. Which is one of the final bosses in the game. This card we definitely haven't seen before. Command Tower, but this time it's Final Fantasy X's variant, which is the city before it's saying. The city lights go out one by one, the stars fade, then the horizon glows. Almost like it's on fire. It's really pretty. I know you'd like it. Yeah, before. Okay, and then we've got all the different lands, nothing special. Oh, okay, before I skip the last few. So that's the lands that we've probably seen. Treasure, we've seen this token. This is cool. This is the clue. Sacrifices token, draw a card. You gotta tap 2 for it. And then Spirit, we've seen this before, but I guess it's relevant. Oh, you get a bunch of counters, I guess, because this deck probably uses more counters, as it is called Counter Blitz. So I guess it's, like I said before, it's in the name. Ooh, okay, we got some squid from Final Fantasy X. Yeah, these are the type of enemies I remember more. We've got a few of them, and then yeah, it's just a rotated one version of that. All right, time for the collector sample pack with the 2 cards. Hopefully we get something good. I think as long as honestly anything that I haven't pulled before is good at this rate. Oh, spoilers, so we got a foil at least. Fate, Coin of Fate from Final Fantasy VI. Bit extended art. That's beautiful art. We don't have that yet, thankfully. And oh, okay, nice. The foil is extended art version of Sin, the main antagonist for 10, like I said before. Oh, okay, maybe just the extended art makes the card look so much more pretty. Definitely worth. All right, that's it for this video. The next one will most likely be 14 Commander deck, and I'll catch you guys then. Bye.